All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is my version of a Camry seat being stuck in position. What happens is right up here at the top of these little mechanisms right here, where my finger is, see if I can zoom in right here. These things, they bind up right here on the very tip. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clean that up with some brake cleaner real good, get all that hair and fibers and gunk out of there, and put some lithium grease, canned lithium grease on there, and get it back square. So basically all I did was these things right here, they sit up on the tracks. They slide in here like this right here, you know, and they just see if I can get it slid down here. They just slide on there and go down. So I'm gonna grease these tracks also. But what happens is these things right here, they lay up in here like this. They lay up in there like that, and they're held together with a T50 Torx. What you do is you slide this down farther enough, and the T50 Torx bolts right in right there. Okay, and there's some other things that you have to take apart. But I'm gonna try to shoot that while I'm putting it back together. But pretty much that's when your motor still works on your Camry seat, you can hear it trying to move back and forward. That's pretty much what's done. I ended up taking the seat out because it was stuck forward. I ended up having to take the seat out with a box-in 14mm wrench, and for a little leverage I used another wrench and just made a longer wrench, and that was plenty to get the front bolts out, even though the seat tracks were covering them and I couldn't get to them with a regular socket and ratchet. And since it was forward, the rear bolts to the floor were easier to get to. So it's pretty simple. Basically all I did was take some little vice grips, and right down there on the very bottom in this little clear spot, I just clamped the vice grips, and then I took a pair of 12-inch channel locks, barely any torque at all, and I just, you know, loosen it. Once I loosen it, she's good to go. But like I said, I'm gonna put a heavy dose of grease right there. Probably use some brake caliper grease up around here on the end, you know, some synthetic, you know what I'm saying, since it's a little thick and heavy. But you know, I'm gonna lube it up, lube the tracks up, and put it back together. But just before I put it back together, let me go over this real quick. And I'm sorry about the camera work here. But anyway, these two ends right here go in the motor. They're square ends. I know a lot of people were looking on the YouTube videos and they were saying go in here on the side right there with the little square fit, and yeah, you can get in there, but like I said, if it's too tightly bound, you're gonna have to go ahead and disassemble this thing and free these up right here on the top. So you know, these go in either end. I got one right here that go in this end, one right here that goes in this end, and they're like kind of like flexible. You see flexible springs here, but these 4 baby bolts, I'm taking them off, putting them on with a 6mm deep socket, 1/4-inch drive. But this right here bolts in right here, and you see how the motor sits, and it runs with the flexible things on either end right into the side right there, and that's what turns the mechanism. And all it does is it turns this screw and the screw moves up and down on this block that'll be fixed with the T50 Torx. All right, simple operation. Also, these little black things right here, they go back on the, after you get it folded up in here, they actually kind of snap over the end of this right here. If you see that, you know. So once I get it pushed back in and all, you know, I'm gonna show you guys that. But let me get it greased up, and I'll be right back. Hey man, stop messing up my video. All right, y'all. Let me see, can I shoot this with my trusty neck thing? All right, so start assembling this back together. All right, so this right here goes towards the front of the seat. So I gotta set this down in the track. Push this down like that. Make sure this right here is facing up. Okay, and we're gonna take this, and this slides in. Okay, press that down so to get past there, and just for good measure, I'm gonna, you know, rub it in a couple times. All right, now we're gonna take this T50 right here, goes right here. Same thing to the other side. And I hope this thing ain't shaking on you too much, y'all, so bear with me. Hey, come on, man. See if I can wipe this off a little bit. Already greased the tracks. Okay. Sorry about that. Alright. To press that down, she slides back in. Folks, pretty much easy peasy. There we go. Okay. Other T50 goes in this side right here. Hope that's centered. There we go. Okay. Put the T50 on this 3/8" flex ratchet here, and I also have a tripod too, but you know, I figure if I get another camera, I'll actually incorporate a tripod into the mix. It's good enough. You don't have to tighten it Gorilla Glue tight, but and it's actually August the 10th today, one of my family members' birthday, that I'm actually shooting this. So I'll probably be celebrating later, hopefully. But hopefully I can get this thing edited and put up in a decent time. Anyway, let me continue. Okay, so next step is to install these 4 screws. Like I said, oh no, not yet. Hold on. I have to put these things back in right now, and these are the little things that kind of sit on the side that roll the seat in and out. So let me take this back off. Okay. Disconnect these again. Temporarily, they just pop in easy. See what I'm doing here. And that's just so I can maneuver this a little better. One side goes into, if you can see right here, a little thing right here. Locks in there like that. And so does the other side. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this side right here in first. Let me put the little piece right here I told you that goes on here. And it sets up in there just like that. Okay. Okay. All right, she slid in. Let's see if I can get the other one in just as easy here. You know, this car is an 02, it's 20 years old, so this grease on these things are 20 years old. All right, so the other one, if you see, is right there on this side. Same setup as the other side. Let me get this little pop it right here and pop it back on. I guess it's like a little guide or something. But anyway, it's you know, goes in there like that, and if it doesn't go in quite smoothly, you have to take and spin it a little bit until it seats in the slot. Okay, and I probably could have just as well went on that side and did it from the outside to make it seat. So let me stick the 4 screws in there, at least get them started, and then we're going to snap the harness connectors. I'm going to snap those back to this little frame right here. And again, I got you zoomed out, so I hope everything is clear. And I got you zoomed out, so this little bit of movement that I'm doing won't, you know, can kind of get everybody in the field of vision of things. All right, got that one started. One more. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and snug these down. Like I said, it's 6mm, and these are very, very small, like M4, M3 bolts. So there's hardly any torque on there. You just put them snug, and you know, stop. I think I'm gonna have to do this top one over here. I don't think she went in quite straight as I like. on, get in there. Okay, I think that got it. I hope it does. Okay, alright, that got it. So snap these back in place. This one right here is where the main harness bolts in, so that one goes right there. This one right here goes in from the seat side, goes right there. Then we have one more here that actually goes on this side also. Uh-oh. Okay, hold on here. Might have a routing issue. Okay, there we go. That one goes right here. This one goes right there. Voila. Chic and voila. Okay. Now for the moment of truth. I have the black and white wire right here where my thumb is. That's probed in, that's the ground. And the blue and the orange wire up here where my index finger is touching on the terminals. I have that hooked to a 12-volt nuclear power plant right here. You know, I think I'm gonna have to patent this 12-volt nuclear power plant. But anyway, let's see if this works. Oh yeah. Uh-oh. Not quite. Hold on. Why is this thing not working? It's not coming all the way down. All right, y'all. Hated to waste your time, but anyway, you see. Let me see why this thing isn't coming all the way down, and I'll be back. All right, folks, I solved the problem. I just had to run it up and down the track a few times. It was still binding up a little bit, but I guarantee you she's good to go. I would do a demonstration for the camera. I done ran her up and down from front to back all the way, and she's not binding anymore. Hit it with a little more lubricant. And she's good to go. So I'm gonna install it back in the car, and we should be done.